Okay, everybody, how's everybody doing? Well, this is my new office den here in Sugarland. And guys, thank you so much for your support. You all know that I'm in the middle of a situation. So I'm glad to have your support. I want to say thank you first to those of you who have donated handsomely. I thank you. I feel so much better to know that you have my back. And I want you to know that we have already, my new consultant under Keisha Farmer and 2 more staff. We are now, because listen, I'm living off of your donations now to pay my staff and get things going before the school launches on the 24th. Now, there's a lot going on because we are in the middle of a retrograde, which doesn't make things easier. If anything, it intensifies things. So I've made an administrative decision not to do anything as far as removing the videos and moving the platform to Patreon and Vimeo. I've decided, well, I'm not going to go into details because I am being watched. And now all eyes from the secret societies, that are on me and seeing what I'm doing. Now it's out and open. The cat is out in the bag. No. So I got things that I will not be able to tell you as far as information. But I'm going to find a way to do it. Because I got websites, as you all know, my anthropological series website, then my people's astrology website, and my email. So I'm going to be sending you guys information and letting you know what's going on. But the war is on. Saturn has sharpened his sickle, and he's swinging, cutting. So, and this is how he works. This is the second Saturn return. I'm not going to take too much time discussing that because I don't want to take away from EROS in Pisces. But first, let me say thank you to Elsie for your generous donation, Lydia, and Gerlin, Delina, Armani, Brian William, my boy from Massachusetts. Thank you for your handsome donation. Alaya Egerton, Amika Love, Jasmine Strunk, Pilot Trunk, Kayla Davis, Jared, my boy from Rhode Island. I believe this person is Jacobs, Justin Jacobs. Is that correct? Justin Jacobs. Kinera, my baby girl, Kinera. Thank you so much for your donations. And Alicia Knight is an angel donor. And thank you for that donation, Mrs. Knight or Miss Knight. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. We are on a retrograde, so on the 24th of February is the ending of the retrograde. It will be that, and that day is the beginning of the classes for the people's astrologer. Okay? So my staff is going to choose that date, the 24th of February, to begin to, okay? And do what we got to do. So thank you very much, Alicia Knight, for being an angel donor, okay? And now having said all of that, and there's so many of you who have been giving and have been consistent in giving, and I'm going to tell you, when I find the school, I'm going to create a plaque, and I'm going to put all of your names in that plaque. Oh, yes. I've already spoken to my attorneys because all of you are playing a part in history. Without you, I could not be finding this school. Now it's amazing that I got this plugged in, and it's telling me low battery, and I have it plugged in. It's almost cruel, the Saturn strike. It's almost cruel, but we're gonna push and proceed because spiritually, since we're talking about Eros in Pisces, and I have Eros in Pisces, so Eros in Pisces, let me tell you, is to understand how Eros works in Pisces. We have to look a little closer to Pisces and understand what Pisces means and what Pisces symbolizes. Pisces is very, very complex. Remember, we're dealing with 12 signs in one. 12 signs in one. And no, what do I say? What do I say? Pisces is the sign of, the whore, the harlot. This is not Fernando saying that about Pisces. This is what's written in occult philosophy, in occult law. I don't like the term anymore. I didn't have a problem with it when I was young learning astrology. But I am very, very disturbed that the generation today is not very happy with that term. They see it as derogatory and an offense against women. So I'm going to be the astrologer that's going to, I'm going to be the first astrologer to change that dynamic. I am no longer going to refer Pisces as the whore of the zodiac or, the harlot, or as she has been always depicted, and the man throughout our astrological history. This is what's making some of my fellow occult members, Illuminati members, and Rosicrucian members upset that I am changing the rules. But it's time to change the rules. Okay. I have a special surprise. On Valentine's Day, you're all going to have a date with me. It will start from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'll have a bow tie and look cute. And I will be your date for those women and men who will have no dates. And I'm going to do magic spells for each and every single one of you. So the next Valentine's, you're not going to be alone. You're going to have that special person. But in the meantime, you're going to spend Valentine's with me, Uncle Fernando, men and women, for hours, from 7 to 11 p.m. It will be done through Zoom. You got to donate, minimum $20. You want to give more? That's great. But minimum is $20. Ms. Farmer will send you the link, and you can link right up. So if you're going to give a donation for Eros in Pisces, which I wish you did, so it's not, we're going to need it, great. But if you want to be in the Valentine's Zoom, and I'm going to have flowers, I'm going to have teddy bears, and I'm okay. I ain't going to disappoint, trust me. I have flowers. We're going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to talk about everything is hats off. Either me personally or you, or what you need to do. All that stuff will be talked about. And you donate 20 or more, and from 7 to 11, because we got to pay Zoom. This is not free. I got to pay Zoom for the hours that I will be on Zoom. That's why I got to charge you a donation, because I'm going to pay for it. And since I no longer have a flow of income from YouTube, you are going to have to carry the bill, which I thank you. But I'm worth it, because I give you more and more and more, and I hope sometimes a little more than people can bear. So, again, and that will be on Sunday beginning at 7 p.m. to 11. Okay, that's a long time. And there'll be between, and we'll eat, we'll have cake, we'll have champagne. We're going to have a wonderful time. Because I'm also alone. I also don't have a date. You all know I divorced after 12 years. So this will be my first year not having a partner. So I'll be there with you guys, and we'll date each other virtually. and we'll have a fun. Okay? So I've already I got the location, I got the props, I got everything ready for you. So again, if you want to do the Zoom, go to and when you make a donation to the PayPal, make a notation that it's for the Zoom for Sunday or if it's for the EROS. Okay? Otherwise, the link will not be provided for you to join for that Sunday. So I want to thank you. I am now going to begin a series or a new series until I'm in the new platform. However, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to talk about occult mysteries. What I was supposed to do on the paid subscription, now I'm going to do open live on YouTube from here until the 24th. And then further occult information that you want, you'll have to go to Patreon to subscribe or to pay, and then you get it there. What I was supposed to do under the paid subscription on YouTube, I'm going to do a Patreon. I'm not going to close the YouTube account. If they close it, that's one thing. But if they don't close it, I'm going to keep it open, and I'm going to give preliminary videos on YouTube and guide you from those videos into the bigger shit on the other platform. That way, I don't lose the flow of people coming into the YouTube, then that can go into Vimeo and a Patreon, because I'm getting both Vimeo and Patreon, and then my staff is already on it. Okay, so and this is your money's doing that. You see what did Uncle Fernando tell you? What did Uncle Fernando tell you? I'ma find a way, because I'm that nigga. I'ma find a way. I am Aries to my heart, but I still cannot do this alone. And you guys have been there with me, and I love every single one of you. Now, let's talk about Pisces. I love Pisces. Yes, I'm happy. Listen, I feel love. I feel your love, and I feel your support. Yes, I got haters out there that are linking into my site and are bashing me something horrible. Miss Farmer showed me. There's some people out there and they're hiding and they're just bashing me left and right and being nice and horrible, just demonic. You know, what's impure and unauthentic, the universe eventually gets rid of it. I don't fight these people, and I don't censor what they have to say. I let the universe take care of them. You could attack me all you want, but if you attack my work, my school, my subscribers, now you're going to bring out the worst in me. And I'm going to do magic, and I'm going to come after you. And you're not even going to know. Don't attack my subscribers. Don't attack my work. If you're going to come after me, go ahead. Because I'm used to that, and I can trust me. I can take care of myself. So, EROS in Pisces. We are beginning now at 13 minutes and 18 seconds. But understand, Pisces is dreamy. Pisces is otherworldly, imaginary, illusionary even. Pisces, oh my God. Pisces can be angry, sad, charming, alluring, tantalizing, mysterious, recluse, and serene, or regal. She could be all of that in 1 minute, in 1 hour, or in a lifetime. The men figure a little different. The men here express their Piscean eros in a very, very, very secretive way. Very secretive and very hedonistic. Eros in Pisces is another hedonistic position. This hedonistic, hungry abandon of ecstasy and desire begins in Libra as a thought process and then becomes explorative in Scorpio, and then it becomes playful and offbeat in Sagittarius, And then it becomes downright perverted and sadistic in Capricorn, the devil. And then in Aquarius, it becomes a universal class hedonism that begins in the mind and stays in the mind because it's safe and the bubble doesn't burst. Because, the imagination, any imagination that we may have about anything, never is quite how it is in real life. Which is why imagination and fantasy is always so blissfully tantalizing, appetizing, delicious, and wonderful. But very seldom does the fantasy become the reality as it is depicted by that fantasy. Sometimes the fantasy is better than the reality. In a way, we all kind of know that. We all kind of know that life is dull.
Hey, yes, sir. We're about to close here shortly.
Life is dull. We make life exciting, fascinating by our imagination. There's a reason why Pisces rules drugs and alcohol. Because when you drink alcohol or you smoke weed or crack or cocaine or Adderall or all them other drugs or Percocet or whatever, what are we trying to do with these drugs in our system? We're trying to, a lot of people say escape. No, it's more than just escaping. And it's more than just numbing the pain. Yes, there are people that do drugs to numb the pain of whatever it is that they're going through. That's one fish going one way. But then you have the fish going the other way that's not medicating because there's anything wrong or there's pain. And it's not called medicating. When you talk to a shaman, a Native American Indian who eats or smokes mushrooms in order that they can have hallucinogenic journeys and go on vision quests, will you call those shamans drug addicts and that they are taking mushrooms and drugs so that they can medicate themselves to escape a situation in their lives that they can't handle? No, you won't say that. Not of a shaman. Well, we can pose the same argument for someone who likes to do drugs. Some people like to do drugs because they enjoy the euphoria of the drugs. And others do drugs because they want to hide and numb the pain of their realities. Oh, soba. I can soba, soba. I can soba, soba. See? I can soba, soba. So understand that there are reasons why people do drugs. And we have to mention this in EROS in Pisces because for those people who have EROS in Pisces, like myself, we love to indulge in drugs because drugs are fun. And drugs bring us from a low level of mundane, humdrum, boring, to a euphoric sense of reality. Of course, we understand that these drugs affect the limbic system of the brain, down by the hypothalamus, where we have the pain and pleasure centers. And we know that with these drugs and these hallucinogenic substances, we are able to be superhuman. You're able to think, act, and even sustain desire and ecstasy at a heightened level and state than if you did it sober without the drugs. So drugs and Pisces and Eros go hand in hand. There are a lot of people that like to do drugs when they have sex. And that means having a glass of wine to get things warm and fuzzy and ready. That's a drug. unless you don't know what the definition of drug is. A drug, by definition, is any substance outside the body that can affect you and hold you in a temporary state until the liver and the kidneys break it down and then it goes out into the urine, right? Because when we have drugs in our systems, the first line of defense is the liver, and which sends certain hormones to break down the drug. And then the kidneys flushes it out. But in between the breakdown of the drug and the flushing, there's a euphoric that transcends you from the lower ego deeper to the degrading nature of the soul itself. Oh, wait. It's complex. But if you have a fascination with desire, as most people do with Eros in Pisces, you are going to indulge in ways that will take you to untold heights and pleasures. And this is something that could be very, very dangerous. But there's an element of danger when it comes to Eros in Pisces. There are many people who have overdosed and died under that quest for the ultimate euphoria, the ultimate high, that one hit that could take you out. This is Eros in Pisces. Pleasure and sensation and euphoric hallucinogenic existence to the extreme, even if it costs you your life. Oh. Yeah, Eros in Pisces is dangerous. It's dangerous. Okay? And we are going to have to do a part 2 of Eros in Pisces, because there's a lot to say about Eros in Pisces. Okay, everybody? So we're going to end here.